Ladies and gentlemen, it's clear. It's clear. Chelsea are looking for another goalkeeper. A bid apparently has gone in for a second goalkeeper. I believe it will be the backup goalkeeper. We'll touch on that. Georgia Petrovic, I think that's his name. Chelsea's looking for a striker, and Chelsea's definitely looking for another attacking player. So 3 players on the lookout. So we're going to talk about all of that, and of course, we finally get to know how many games Reece James is going to be missing in his upcoming latest injury that he's, incurred. So let's go.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start things off with Reece James news. We're not going to look into the transfers as yet. We'll work towards that. But first of all, it is very important to talk about Reece James because I'm worried. I'm concerned. I mean, we already told you guys yesterday how many matches Reece James has missed over the past 4 seasons, 18 matches. Now add another 5 on top of that, and the season hasn't even started as yet. Reece James will be out for just over 1 month. The way they put it, just over 1 month. This is on top of so many matches that Reece James has missed. And God knows, if this is going to be, again, a reoccurring thing. So we need a permanent solution for Reece James. Get a surgery. Look at KDB. Finally got the surgery. Yes, he's going to be out for about 4 months. But is that something that Reece James needs? I mean, he's out for about 4 months anyway every season. And he still can't seem to recover. So you might as well get that surgery and write this season off and get it done properly because your career is on the line, brother. Reece James, I am scared for you. Are you going to turn out to be like that Jack Wilshere kind of, situation? If you guys remember, Arsenal player Jack Wilshere, so much talent, abundance of talent, but never got to see anything because injury just kept on hampering his career. Reece James, similar thing. Now it's come to a point where I don't remember the last time I actually seen. You know how we keep hyping him up, and it's not even hype, it's the truth. He is world class. When he's fit and when he's got the rhythm going, he is world class. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, you tell me, when was the last time you felt Reece James put in a world class performance? I don't even remember anymore because the brother is consistently injured. And when he comes back, it takes a bit of time for him to really kick into gears. So this is the latest. Reece James will be out for just over 1 month. Games he will miss include West Ham, Luton, Wimbledon, Forest, and maybe Bournemouth. So that's 5 games. I know you're going to probably look at this fixture and go, Miz, nah, you know what? It's not a big deal. Those are 5 easy games, right? That should be easy. 3 points. I think Wimbledon is the cup game, Carabao Cup. And we've got Malo Gusto. Nothing to worry about, Miz. Don't panic. It's not about that. It's about a player that keeps getting injured every single season and misses a lot of game time. So we have to find a permanent solution. He has to get a surgery, get it sorted, because do you know what? Some of you guys have been mentioning this on the comments. We weren't this lenient with other players like Kante, with Kovacic, and a few other players that consistently get injured. Even Wesley Fofana, right? We're not that lenient. We seem to be lenient towards Reece James because we know the kind of talent he has. But at what stage do we go, do you know what? I don't even get to see that talent. Like, I literally don't get to see that talent. Yeah, he's got that talent, but I don't get to see it. So, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know. I'm worried if this pattern continues for the rest of the season. Sure, we've got Malo Gusto. He's an astute right back. I've got full confidence in him to do a glamorous job for us on the right side. But he's the captain, Chelsea captain now. If he's not going to be around, that's mad. And our vice captain, Ben Chilwell, he's not going to take over the captaincy. He's also injury prone. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. All I'm going to say is that I'm going to be monitoring for the rest of this season how his body holds up. If he is barely available, 1, huge concerns over the captaincy, who takes over, and 2, we're going to have to think about his future because he's on some big money. Yeah, he's on a long contract, but he's on some big money. And do we potentially down the track think about letting him go? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I know a lot of you are go, oh my God, you're going to let go of Reece James. The brother's barely here. Are we even going to notice if he's not around? So let me know, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing we get out of Reece James is blockbuster news. Every time he gets an injury, it's a breaking news. So that's the only benefit that we get, I suppose, out of all of this. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section how you feel about that. Next up, breaking: Chelsea submit bid around 15 million for goalkeeper George. It's Petrovic. Jacob Steinberg got that wrong. It's not Petkovic. It's Petrovic. So I think he's a goalkeeper from MLS. It's actually Petrovic. Steinberg misspelt it. So I don't know too much about it. I don't watch MLS in that manner, but few of the staunch MLS followers, they say that he's actually a very decent goalkeeper. Chelsea has opened talks with New England Revolution and made an opening bid for the deal to acquire Serbia international goalkeeper George Petrovic. Sources believe a deal could be reached in the range of 15 million, 11.8 million pounds, but talks are ongoing and no deal is reached yet. So look, I'm going to throw it out to you guys once again, for all the people that watch MLS or Serbian fans out there. Let me know about George, this particular goalkeeper, George Petrovic. As I said, the American fans or the MLS fans that watch MLS, they've been saying that George Petrovic is actually a decent goalkeeper, and this is probably the right level of secondary goalkeeper that you're looking at. 11.8 million is probably the right price if he's going to be a second-rated goalkeeper to Robert Sanchez. And also, it kind of gives us the opportunity, because don't forget, Robert Sanchez ended up being I think 20 million or 25 million, something like that. This particular brother, George Petrovic, is 11.8. It kind of leaves us open for future windows to go out there and get that blockbuster goalkeeper if we do need it, or if we think it's important. We'll see how Robert Sanchez does for us. As I said, I don't mind Robert Sanchez, but he's not of that world-class caliber. But you never know; he could turn out to be a very good goalkeeper under Mauricio Pochettino. Now, so that's goalkeeper situation gone. We've put in a bid, so that's in the works. Now, in regards to the attacking player, check this out. Manchester City suspect there could be another club in the race for Doku, Jeremy Doku. They don't want a bidding war. Some sources suspect it is Chelsea, but let's see. At the moment, it's just a rumor. We know the Olise deal collapsed. Let's see if Chelsea really decide for Doku, Fabrizio Romano. So it's nothing concrete, but Chelsea likes to put themselves in the mix when another team is interested in a certain player. Obviously, Manchester City is interested in Jeremy Doku. I believe he's a 21-year-old player, plays in the French Liga Rennes. Last season had a fairly okay season, obviously for a kid. I think he scored about 6 goals or 3 assists, something like that. Look, the first time I got to see Jeremy Doku was, I think it might have been in the Euros. Yeah, it might have been a couple of years ago in the Euros, or 3 years ago in the Euros for Belgium. And that's where he caught my eye as a youngster. He was quick, he was blockbuster. But he's raw. He's still raw. There's still a lot for him to develop. It fits our project to the T. Another young player. But look, I'm more inclined to sort of now look into. Obviously, Michael Olise is now collapsed. I would have loved to get Mohamed Kudus, but it seems like Chelsea are not in the mix of things. West Ham are going to wrap that up. Jeremy Doku, he's a good player. But honestly, I don't have any sort of immense, feel about this particular player. So let me know, ladies and gentlemen, how you think. I'd rather probably look into that Bradley Bacola or Brennan Johnson. I know Brennan Johnson was playing this morning, my time, UK time, late night. I didn't get to watch the match. I was meaning to do a watch along, but after overwhelming response from you guys that none of you guys are going to be watching Nottingham Forest, I opted against it. And a lot of people have been saying on social media that they saw nothing special from Brennan Johnson. I spoke to my younger brother, who's an Arsenal fan. He watches quite a bit of Nottingham Forest, surprisingly, and he said that Brennan Johnson is actually not a bad player. That front three with Brennan Johnson, Ayowi, I think that's how you pronounce his name, the striker. That striker is actually a good striker. And then they've got Gibbs White. He tells me that front three is actually not a bad front three for Nottingham Forest standard, I suppose. So, look, yeah, I'm not utterly thrilled about our options that we are looking at for the front attacking player, not the striker. So, somewhat of a winger who can create a bit of opportunities as well. So, yeah, I'm not really feeling any of these names. Michael Olise was a good one. Not, to be honest, very, very good talent. We've seen Michael Olise for Crystal Palace, but he signed a new contract, and Crystal Palace has threatened to take us to the court, and we've backed away. Even though I don't think we did anything wrong, it's just I think we just didn't want the hassle. Do you know what I mean? There's only 2 more weeks left in the window. Why go through the hassle of going to the courts? You're not going to get the player on time. The window is going to be closed. Might as well just focus on elsewhere. Mohamed Kudus would have been the perfect choice. Chelsea held talks with the representatives of Balogun yesterday, also today. So this is the 3rd one. So with the goalkeeper, the attacking, winger/creator, and now the out-and-out striker, Balogun. Chelsea held talks with the representatives of Balogun yesterday and also today. This is from the Secret Scout. You better take Secret Scout very, very, seriously, because this guy does not miss. Breaking. One source tells Sky Sports News Chelsea have a real interest in signing Folarin Balogun. Balogun. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Look, he obviously was sensational last season in Liga. At first, when I looked at this link, and I was like, I'm not really keen about this player. But then I started thinking about it. Nicholas Jackson, young striker. The best way to get probably a good level of competition for him is probably another young striker. Get these 2 young strikers, fight it out. Whoever is the best, and maybe you never know, you both could play together as a 2-man strike up front. And then I was sort of thinking, do you know what? Maybe it's not a bad idea. Maybe it's not a bad shout. Balogun's on the way up. He is a rising star at the moment. So obviously he's access to requirement at Arsenal. And I was like, do you know what? I might be on board with this. Until I saw this, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea hold an interest in Folarin Balogun. However, Arsenal want 50 million, but fully expect that price tag to increase for their London rivals. That's when I'm like, do you know what? I don't think so. Folarin Balogun, who's not even proven anything. He's unproven in the Premier League. I don't even think if he's touched a ball in the Premier League. Maybe he has off the bench. And I fully understand he's done really well in Liga. And I think PYS put out a tweet that out of a lot of those goals that he scored for, scored in Liga last season, were penalties as well. So, look, at 50 million is not a deal. Somewhere around 30 million, that's probably a deal. But I understand why Arsenal's doing this, because we sold Havertz for a lot of money. They want to now absolutely rob us. This is where I'm like, no, I don't think so. At 50 million doesn't make sense. But I was on board. With Folarin Balogun. And I know a lot of you guys probably thinking, no, Miz, that's, where's our ambition? We should be going for a absolutely smack bang, like a supreme striker. But who's available at the moment? Do you know what I mean? Like one of those world-class strikers. Don't tell me Victor Osimhen. He's not leaving Napoli. I wouldn't mind, Kolomoani. Vlahovic, that is off. We're not dealing with Juventus. So, you have to go through that route of another young player. I would have just kept Armando Broja. Honestly, if it was up to me, I'd just keep Armando Broja. And I think Pochettino did mention Armando Broja's name in the press conference, saying that we have to have one eye on Armando Broja. So, look, I don't want to be spending this level of money for Folarin Balogun. Like, that just, for me, is absolutely mad. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, latest in regards to Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech is currently on his way to Istanbul ahead of his proposed move to Galatasaray. The flight took off from Mykonos. So this is happening. Hakim Ziyech is on his way to Galatasaray. The deal looks like is done. And yet another player goes. Lewis Hall has gone as well. We got the Here We Go earlier on. If you missed out on the stream, do check that stream out, the earlier stream today. And Hakim Ziyech is on his way. Now we've got Romelu Lukaku. We've got Callum Hudson-Odoi. These are the 2 prime suspects that need to leave ASAP. And then obviously we're going to throw in maybe Chalobah and Gallagher. Chalobah obviously injured at the moment, but Gallagher definitely. So look, Good luck to Hakim Ziyech. Didn't work out at Chelsea. My Habibi, I will forever love him a lot. And I will have one eye on Galatasaray, see how he's doing over there. And I hope he can kickstart his career again. Obviously, at Chelsea Football Club, it didn't work out for many reasons. Some because of his injuries, some because of the way we played. But the bottom line is it's time that he's moved on. Now, we're going to finish things off with a couple of really interesting comments from our players. First up, Madueke. I think if you start a season at Chelsea and don't believe you can be challenging, you shouldn't be in the building, to be honest. Oof. Madueke. That is the kind of conversation that gets me very, very excited. I like that attitude. These are the things that really gives us, the fan base, confidence as well. It gives us the, belief that, you know what? Yeah, you're right. If you're at Chelsea Football Club and you don't believe you're going to be challenging, you shouldn't be in the building. And look at the kind of transfer business that we're doing at the moment. The players we're bringing in and giving to Pochettino. We have to do really well this season. I'm not saying go out there and win the Premier League, but I think give it a good shake at the same time. Look, I think third. If we can come third and really be as close as possible to first and second, I think that is a good shot. Now, Kani Chukwuemeka on squad togetherness. The vibes in the squad are unimaginable. I can't name one person who doesn't fit in with everyone. Everyone just bouncing off each other on and off the pitch. And I think that helps building a relationship with each other off the pitch is only going to make us closer and build more chemistry on the pitch. So it's definitely good what the gaffer has come in and done, and long may it continue. Look at this. This guy, you can tell that came straight from the heart. That really did. It touched me. And Kani Chukwuemeka looks like he is favored by Pochettino. He likes him. Pochettino likes him. And if we do play the three-man midfield, I can see Kani Chukwuemeka being part of that midfield as well. So, and if we do end up playing the 4-2-3-1, he's potentially going to play just behind Nicholas Jackson. He does need to start putting in some better performances, no doubts about that. The first game, I wasn't very impressed with him against Liverpool. And in the preseason, for me, it was 50-50. I know some of you guys really rated him in the preseason as well, and that's fine. Each to their own. We all have different perspectives. But I've always rated this player. Always rated this player. And I hope he does well. He's buzzing, and the squad is buzzing. Good to see. Ladies and gentlemen, that is everything that has happened today, unless, let's see, PYS, if he's done any madness. Let me just always check. Okay, latest. Chelsea believe Petrovic is the right level to push Sanchez and take his number one spot if performance slip. There you go. Chelsea actually believe in that Petrovic goalkeeper. So yeah, now that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for a live, potentially maybe a video. We'll see. We will do the match preview for the West Ham game. So do look out for that. Until next time, everyone, take care and see ya.